Good morning. In today's class, we will learn about minimum cost spanning tree. So, what is a spanning tree? Before learning about minimum cost spanning tree, first we will learn what is a spanning tree. A spanning tree of a undirected graph G is a subgraph, that is a tree which includes all of the vertices of G. Now consider, for example, there is a given connected graph GVE. Graph G consists of set of vertices and edges, and it is a minimum spanning tree T which consists of V dash and E dash vertices, that is V dash vertices and E dash edges. A minimum spanning tree T consists of V dash and E dash vertices and edges is a subgraph of G, that is V dash is subset of V and E dash is subset of E. Spans the graph V dash is equal to V, and it forms a tree with no cycles, and it should have E dash edges, which means that it has V minus 1 edges. If a graph consists of 4 edges, there will be 4 minus 1, that is nothing but 3 edges in the spanning tree. And what is a spanning tree? It is a connected graph. It's a subgraph of a original graph, which is a tree which includes all of the vertices of G, and it has edges V minus 1 edges. Is called as a spanning tree. First we will take this example here. In this graph, you have these many are the spanning trees here. There are 3 spanning trees which you have drawn for this graph, and this spanning tree includes all the vertices of the original graph. You can see here all the original vertices of the graph are included in this spanning tree, but how many edges are there? That is V minus 1 edges are there. Here in this graph there are 4 vertices, hence 4 minus 1 edges are there in the graph, and 3 spanning trees are obtained for this graph, and this is a undirected graph. Similarly, you have in the below example, you have a weighted graph. What is a weighted graph? A graph which has a weight associated between the 2 vertices, or a graph which has a weight associated with each edge is called as a weighted graph. And for this weighted graph, you have obtained a minimum spanning tree. Now we will learn what is a minimum cost spanning tree. Minimum cost spanning tree is also a tree which has no cycles, and equivalently for each pair of nodes U and V, there is only one path from U to V, and it is spanning, which means that contains every node in the graph, and minimum cost, that is smallest possible total weight of any spanning tree is considered, hence it is called as minimum cost spanning tree. Now we will take some examples and learn whether it is a minimum cost spanning tree or not. Let's think about simple minimum cost spanning tree on this graph. So this is a graph. They are consisting of 4 vertices, and there is an edge between A to B with cost associated with the cost is 1, and B to D the cost is 4, B to C the cost is 5, and C to D the cost is 3, and A to C the cost is 2. For this graph, minimum cost spanning tree. So all the black edges and nodes are in T. T is nothing but minimum cost spanning tree. Is this a minimum cost spanning tree? Here this is not a minimum cost spanning tree, because all the black node vertices with black nodes and edges are included in the tree. Here we are only including A, B and C. And what is a minimum cost spanning tree? It is a graph with, it's a connected graph, but here you have excluded the vertex D, hence it is not a minimum cost spanning tree. Not spanning tree because D is not in T. Next, is this graph a minimum cost spanning tree? Black edges and nodes are in T. Here this black node and the vertices edges are in T. From A to B it's 1, B to D it's 4, D to C it's 3 and C to A is 2. But is this a minimum cost spanning tree? No. This is also not a tree because it has cycles associated with it. Now we will take one more example here. Here A, B, D, C. Is this a minimum cost spanning tree? Here black edges and nodes are in T. T means it's a minimum cost spanning tree. Here A to B is 1, B to D is 4, D to C is 3. Yes, it is a spanning tree, but it is not minimum cost spanning tree. So we can swap the edges 4 and 2. 4 and instead of taking the edges B to D, we can take the edge A to C. It is a spanning tree, but it is not minimum cost spanning tree. Now in this, which edge form a minimum cost spanning tree? It is A to B, the weight is 1, B to D the weight is 2, D to C the weight is 3 and C to A the weight is 4 and C to B the weight is 3. Suppose if you include A to B and B to D and D to C, it forms a minimum cost spanning tree. So you can see here A to B, B to D, D to C. The total cost will be 6. Hence it forms a minimum cost spanning tree. Hence you can say that this graph is a edges. This black vertices and nodes which you have shown forms the minimum cost spanning tree. And similarly there is one more graph, minimum cost spanning tree for the same graph, that is A to B, B to C and A to D. This is also a minimum cost spanning tree because the total weight of this tree will be 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, and in both the cases it is called as a minimum cost spanning tree. Hope you have understood the concept of minimum cost spanning tree. So what is a minimum cost spanning tree? It's a graph with, it's a undirected graph. G is a subgraph, that is a tree which includes all the vertices of G which are of minimum cost. Hence it is called a minimum cost spanning tree. So what are the applications of minimum cost spanning trees? Minimum cost spanning trees are found in applications like electronic circuit design. Circuits often need to wire together the pins of several components to make them electrically equivalent. To connect n pins, we can use n-1 wires, each connecting 2 pins. And suppose if you want to use the minimum amount of wire, model problem with a graph where each pin is a node and every possible wire between a pair of pin is an edge. This is also an application. And to explain further upon the minimum cost spanning tree and what it applies, let us know a couple of real world examples. One practical example of application of minimum cost spanning tree would be in the design of network. For instance, a group of individuals who are separated by varying distances wish to be connected together in a telephone network. Although minimum cost spanning tree cannot do anything but the distance from one connection to another, it can be used to determine the least cost path between two cycles with no cycles in the network, thereby connecting everyone at a minimum cost. And another useful application of MCT, that is minimum cost spanning tree, would be finding airline routes. The vertices of the graph would represent cities and the edges would represent routes between the cities. Obviously, the further one has to travel, the more it will cost. So, MST can be applied to optimize airline routes by finding the least cost paths with no cycles. And to explain how to find a minimum cost spanning tree, we have two algorithms. One is the Kruskal's algorithm and the other is the Prim's algorithm. Both algorithms differ in their methodology, but both eventually end up with minimum cost spanning tree. Kruskal's algorithm uses edges and Prim's algorithm uses vertices connections in determining the minimum cost spanning tree. These are the definition of minimum cost spanning tree, and there are two important algorithms to find the minimum cost spanning tree, that is Kruskal's and Prim's algorithm, which we will learn in the next class.